We will continue in this lesson to find ways to forecast weather by reading weather maps. Help students collect weather maps for 5 days in a row from newspapers or the internet. Public libraries are also good sources. Students will look at the weather map on page S38 in the student journal and identify these symbols: a cold front, a stationary front, a high pressure area, and a low pressure area. The isobars are the lines around the highs and lows. Look at the 4-digit number near them. The numbers of the barometric pressure are given in millibars, or MB, or 1013 is the average. Rarely during stormy weather, there will be 3-digit numbers less than 1000 MB. Students should choose an area near where they live and give as much information as they can about the current weather conditions there. Students will carefully examine the weather information given in the box on page 77 in the textbook. They should refer to common weather symbols in the appendix of the student journal and interpret the information given there. Note that the temperature is about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. There is a moderate rain and the sky is overcast. The winds are from the southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour, or 13 to 17 knots, and the barometric pressure is about 1004.5 millibars. The pressure notation may give the last 3 numbers only. Additional information may be given on some weather maps. Now have students use the name notations and show these conditions in their student journal on page 38. Temperatures of 34 Fahrenheit, light snow, overcast skies, wind from the northwest at 9 to 14 miles per hour or 8 to 12 knots, and the barometric pressure is 1003 millibars. Students will need to reference weather maps from a 5-day period. They should try to identify as many of these conditions as possible: highs, lows, warm fronts, cold fronts, stationary fronts, clouds, rain or snow, wind speed, wind direction, temperature, barometric pressure, and other information about the weather. They should draw and identify these symbols they find on the map in their student journal on page S39. Students will now choose 3 cities and describe the weather conditions in each. Students should find and draw the low pressure on a map showing a city is nearby. They should mark the center of the low pressure system with an L and draw arrows showing the direction of the wind around it. Include isobars of pressure if information is given. Remind them that winds in a low pressure system move in a counterclockwise direction. They may need to do this on another sheet of paper to have adequate room for this. Have students identify 2 U.S. cities on the map from the first day. Try to find one city with sunny weather and another city with cloudy or rainy weather. They should look at the same 2 cities each day from the 1st to 5th day and tell how the weather conditions change over the 5 days. Have them look for clues that would predict these changes. Have them read the science stuff carefully and see if this information would help them forecast the weather.